said, why this place so dry? No love to find. You're the only one that ever acts kind. They all after me. What's happening? I wish that you could see what I see. Your boyfriend's a douche that thinks he's cool and doesn't deserve a girl like you.
What up? It's your boy Nagato Uzumaki Whatever, and my time it's 2:48 in the morning. So, but I'm still gonna do this. So, dang. Today I'm gonna be doing part 2 to what if Deku and Bakugo were the reincarnations of Sasori and Deidara, and I think the last part I was on is after all of them got sent to the hospital because of basically the new Akatsuki, like all of the reincarnations of the Akatsuki. Yeah. Which, dang, I also forgot to mention. All for One is more of the reincarnation of Madara. I said he was like a Madara type, but I forgot. It's like more of a reincarnation of Madara. Except more helpful to his subordinates, I guess. That's the best way I could put it. But, so, they do the attack, they go back to the base, they're chilling. the rest of them, the Class 1A is in the hospital. And, so the news reporters, we're gonna say they go up to, I'm gonna say they go up to Aizawa. They go up to All Might. They kind of expected All Might, because since All Might, like, I don't know how to really put it. They just expect All Might handled it really well, because it's All Might. They're like, All Might, how was it? How strong were the villains? And All Might was like, I highly suggest that nobody goes into battle with them. If you see them, run. They beat me. They beat every student in Class 1A, and they beat 2 other pro heroes. And so the reporter was like, that's impossible. You're All Might. You're the symbol of peace. And All Might was like, yes, but they had extremely strong quirks. Even the hero Eraserhead couldn't cancel them out. And, so the news basically got footage of the fight, and hold up, I gotta pause this game real quick. Basically, let me get an idea. Let me give you an idea of what happened to All Might. All right. Alright, so look at this.
This is Apple Card. It gives you unlimited 3% daily cash back at popular merchants with Apple Pay.
Look at this. Basically, okay? This is basically what happened. Okay, so basically that except it was done to All Might, and like instead of like the cloaks, they were in hoodies and stuff like that. So the news got that footage, and the news just went haywire with it. Like, they basically were just broken. They were like, God, we're not safe at all. And I decided, actually, yeah, the new Akatsuki are going to be more vigilantes than villains. So, after that happens, after like a week in the hospital, they decide that probably if any of the Akatsuki members see them in public, they're just going to wreck them. So they decide to implement the dorms way sooner. So, yeah, they decide that. And hold up, let me think. So after they get out, they go back to school. Literally, nobody respects them. And nobody. Like, they knew that the villains were powerful, but they expected Class 1A to just be better. Like, nobody. No one. And so, that happens. And so, Aizawa, in literally a stretcher, like on a stretcher, comes into class, and they kind of hook it up to the wall to the point, in a way, I don't really know how to say it, like in a way he won't fall out of it. That's the best way I could say it. And then basically tells them they're gonna be having the entrance exam, and all of them are like, is that a good idea, Sensei? Right after a villain attack? What if they attack again? And I was always like, we're doing this to prove we're strong and prove that we recover quickly. Alright? Alright. Now get prepared. You have 2 weeks off. And so, basically, Zumi and Katsumi go to they go back home, but like to their separate homes, if you know what I mean. And they each tell their parents what happened, and their parents just have this look of fear, like, well, I mean, technically we helped create this. Like, technically we helped create this. And so, they ask them to describe we're gonna cut over to Inko and Izumi. So Inko's like, dearie, do you think you could describe the redhead boy? And Izumi's like, he was really cool. For a villain, he had this kind of puppeteer type quirk, I guess. And, he was wearing this black hoodie with red clowns with a white outline on it. And he was also wearing these black jeans and black and red shoes. Like black, red, and white. And, that's what Izumi said. And she's also like, and he also had this other boy with him. It was a blonde kid. And the entire time he was on this gigantic bird thing. And he kept rambling on and on about how art will never be eternal. And how art was an explosion and made to last only an instant. While the redhead kept saying, no, you're wrong. You will always be wrong. Art will forever be eternal. And then, basically the same thing's happening with, Katsumi and, what's your mom's name? Katsumi's mom. We're just gonna say that. Yeah. So, except she's describing more of Deidara than she is of Sasori. And so, Inko and, I remember her name now. Inko and Mitsuki call each other and basically confirm those are our children, and we made them vigilantes or villains. We gotta find them real quick and change that. And so, they're basically chilling at kind of an Akatsuki lair. Each are sitting on, like, the ghetto statue. They're each sitting on their respective finger. And so, they're all just kind of talking. Honestly, like, they're literally just talking. They have internet connection, all of it. So they're all just kind of doing their own thing. Yeah. And then so, Madara calls them, or All For One, whichever one you want to call it. But I'm gonna say All For One, so that there's no confusion. All For One, basically like tunes in with the TV thing, and tells them about the hero killer, and how he kind of wants to go see if they could recruit him. And so they go, they find the hero killer. The ones they sent out were not Sasori and Deidara. They sent out Hidan and Kakuzu, because they probably had the best chances of surviving, they think. So they just sent them out. Hidan and Kakuzu came back saying something like, well, he said on certain conditions, but, yeah, I'm pretty sure we got him. And so, he's gonna be like Kurogiri. He's not gonna be an Akatsuki member, which is like the main part of the league. He's just gonna be there, in a way. And so, after that, all the Hosuh stuff the Hosuh stuff happens. Instead of them sending out the Nomus, they just send out the Akatsuki members to completely destroy the city. So, when Sasori and Deidara show up, everybody sees this big bird in the sky and the two guys on it. And then, Sasori jumps down. Except it's like the Sasori, like the big puppet Sasori, and it's in a big hoodie that covers its entire body. And everybody's like, is that a new hero? And, well, I guess when I put it like this, they're not vigilantes, they'd be more villains. So, so Sasori's like, or Deku. Sasori/Deku. Sasori Midoriya. Yeah, Sasori Midoriya is like quite the opposite, actually. And then he basically like pulls out like not like a permanent or like killing poison, but a definitely put you in the hospital for weeks poison. And basically like stabs 100 people with it. And then they see the bird in the sky and they think somebody's gonna save them, like a hero or something with like a transform quirk, or I don't know. And they're like, save us. And then he drops his 3-0 technique. And then they look at it and they realize it's clay, and then they start going towards it because they think it's gonna do something to help them. And then it explodes. So they're definitely in the hospital for 6 months now. Like at least half the population of Hosuh. No, actually it'd be 1/4, because considering what they did in the other Akatsuki members, half of the like 3/4 of the population is in the hospital. And so then Endeavor shows up. Like Endeavor, Best Genius, and All Might. Deidara tries to shoot fire at Sasori, and Sasori just stands there. And then once the fire, like the smoke clears and the fire settles and the smoke clears, Sasori's just there. And then so Sasori looks at Endeavor and is like, I am definitely gonna kill you now. And so he kills, yes, he kills Endeavor. And he's gonna turn him into a human puppet later, which means, was Hawks number 3 or number 4? I think it's number 3, which means he's number 2 now, and Bastion is number 3. Oh dang, also I forgot the sports festival. Same thing in the sports festival. Yeah. So the Hosuh incident happens. Just wrecked. So that happens, and then after that they I'm trying to think. Ooh, I know exactly who. They send Orochimaru, like, he basically does like a body transfer fucking technique. Like kind of like a body transfer. We're just gonna say that before Orochimaru died, he learned mind transfer in a way. And he saw one of the students of 1A in the street, so he did it, and his body was dragged back into the like the alley he was hiding in, kind of, by who's his partner gonna be, since it wouldn't be like Itachi. I'm gonna say since Obito's just like there's gonna be no reincarnation of Obito, it's gonna be Zetsu. It's gonna be Zetsu. Zetsu takes him back in, drags him through the earth and back to the base. And I'm gonna say he took over. Yes, he took over. I don't know, Denki. So, he hears something about this camp that's happening in a few weeks, and how they're gonna be there for like a whole month, or like, was it like, did it happen during the summertime? I think it happened during the like a break or something. Basically, how they're gonna be there for like a month, so they need to pack their bags for that amount of time. And so he undoes it. Denki doesn't really remember anything of like the past half day, and so he asks everybody what happened, and they tell him about the camp, and he's like, oh, alright. And so the Akatsuki kind of just chill. Like, they're literally just chilling. Oh no. So, I said Sasori is going to turn Endeavor into a human puppet. No, he's going to give the heart to Kakuzu so that he could get the fire, because that was the only one he was missing. But so, yeah, that happens, and Hosuh incident for I'm gonna have the forest training arc. So basically the same thing happens when they pull up, except this time Koda doesn't punch Izumi there, because he doesn't really just like get it. He's like, how am I supposed to hurt her? She's like a girl. Whatever. Just ignoring them. And so they kind of walk around, and everything goes normal for a few days. Yeah, everything goes normal until the Akatsuki attack. That's all I can really say. The Akatsuki attack. And so what happened is Pain, like the same thing that destroyed the Leaf Village, flies up into the air and does the same thing, which is Almighty Push. And yeah, I think that's where I'll leave it off. Probably the start of the attack on the camp.